Hello, this is Susan Poss, and this is a question that one of my students sent to me about factoring by grouping. You can see that this expression has 4 terms in it. And the problem with this one has to do with the signs. When you have a negative sitting in that middle position on the third term, it's very difficult sometimes to get the signs to work out correctly. So let me see if I can talk you through that. Excuse me. So I'm going to group the first 2. And the way I like to handle this is when I group the second 2, I keep that sign that belongs to this third term here inside the parentheses, and I put a plus sign here in the middle just so I notice that the parentheses are still separated. It's not a multiplication where the parentheses are side by side, so that plus just acts as a separator for just a minute. All right, so I can see now in the first parentheses that I have a common factor of D. But when I look at the second parentheses and compare that to the first parentheses, they don't quite match, and I want them to match exactly so that I can factor one more step. So the way I handle that, if you'll notice, what we have here is opposite signs. This is a positive D and a negative U, and this is a negative D and a positive U. So what I'm going to do on the next step, sorry about my voice, it's early in the morning, is I'm going to factor out from the second parentheses a negative 1, which leaves a positive D minus U. You see how both of those signs reverse? So what was a negative D becomes a positive D, and what was a positive U becomes a negative U. Notice that if I still multiply back in here with that negative 1, it takes me back where I was on the previous line. So all I've done is just change the way it's written down. And the reason I did that is to manipulate it so that now these 2 parentheses do match. So I'll pull the common, whoops, I didn't want to do that in red. I'll pull the common D minus U parentheses out. And then, of course, what remains in the second parentheses are these 2 pieces right here. So D minus 1. And again, if you multiply these back together, if you wanted to check it, you would use the FOIL technique. So first times first is D squared, outside is negative D, inside is negative U times D, or D times U, and on the end is a positive U. So let me see if I can rearrange it the way it was in the beginning. And you'll see that this matches back to where we started the problem. So I hope that helps. If not, write to me again and I'll try to work it again for you.